My dear, I hurt you trying to feel powerful when all I ever wanted was to feel loved. I buried your softness beneath my shame, and now I miss the way you used to look at me. I mistook your heart for a place I could leave my damage. I was cruel because kindness made me feel unworthy. You didn't deserve my storms. I just didn't know how to speak without thunder. I broke your spirit trying to quiet my own chaos. I shattered the light in you, only to realize it was the only thing that ever guided me. You gave me heaven, and I responded like a man who'd only ever known war. I silenced your truth because I was terrified of hearing mine. My love was loud, but my damage screamed louder. You touched me like art, and I handled you like scrap. I ruined something holy because I didn't believe I deserved to be chosen. You deserved a calm ocean, not the storm I threw you into. I loved you, but I didn't know how to love without bleeding. I turned my pain into punishment, and you wore the bruises. I spoke poison to someone who only ever fed me hope. You softened your voice to meet my rage, and I hated myself more for it. I mistook your love for weakness because I was afraid to be seen. You gave me every chance to be gentle. I chose control instead. I didn't betray you because I stopped loving you. I betrayed you because I didn't love myself. I was terrified of the way you saw the good in me. I turned away when you needed closeness, and now closeness feels like punishment. I made you question your worth just to feel powerful in my own emptiness. I loved you like a ghost clinging to warmth, hollow and haunting. You weren't hard to love. I was hard from all the wrong things. I saw you as a threat, not a mirror. That was my fear, not your fault. I raised my voice so I wouldn't have to raise my vulnerability. You whispered forever, and I roared in panic. I fed my ego while your spirit starved beside me. I hated how you could love me after everything I did. I pushed you away so I wouldn't have to face what I'd done. I never meant to make you feel disposable. I just didn't know how to stay. I weaponized your trust because I didn't know how to protect it. You opened your soul, and I walked in with muddy boots. I kept secrets because truth would have forced me to grow. I dismissed your tears because they reflected the damage I caused. I didn't ruin us because of you. I ruined us because I was drowning. I forgot you were human in the process of trying to forget myself. You needed healing. I gave you confusion. You asked for honesty, and I gave you silence. I'm sorry I loved you with conditions. You gave me nothing but grace. I feared losing you, yet did everything to push you away. I begged for patience and then wasted your time. I used your heart like a mirror and broke it every time I looked in. You loved me through storms I created. I made your softness feel like weakness, and now I ache for it. I made you think chaos was romantic. I lied not to protect you, but to hide from myself. I miss the way you loved me before I gave you reasons not to. You offered peace, I brought fire. I called you dramatic to silence your pain. You stayed gentle in rooms I darkened. I turned your love into something painful and called it passion. I'm sorry for the nights I made you question if love could ever feel safe. I touched you with hands that hadn't healed. I didn't ruin us in one day. I did it one selfish choice at a time. I regret every moment I let my fear speak louder than your love. I turned your comfort into tension, your calm into chaos. I didn't recognize the sacred in you until I lost it. You were never too much. I was just too broken to receive you. I'm sorry for making your love feel like a burden. I didn't realize I was hurting you while trying to protect my own wounds. I'm sorry for turning your compassion into confusion. You deserved presence. I gave you pretense. I forced you to carry a love I was too afraid to hold properly. I kept you close with my words, but pushed you away with my actions. I made you feel unseen to avoid looking at my own reflection. You gave me space to heal. I used it to hide. I wanted to be adored, but I forgot how to adore back. You loved me loudly. I responded with silence. You were the calm. I brought the storm. I didn't just hurt you, I changed you. I let my wounds speak instead of my heart. You deserved a partner. I gave you a project. You forgave me more times than I apologized. I was afraid of your light, so I dimmed it. I made you feel like love had to be earned. I'm sorry. I made promises I didn't respect. You deserved consistency. I gave you confusion. If this touched your soul, don't scroll, like, comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more. I miss the way you trusted me before I taught you not to. I poisoned what we had and called it fate. I twisted your loyalty into proof of my power.